it's a heartfelt, heartwarming reel where you're just speaking about why you want your mother to stay inside, and you just get emotional and you say that, this will give her that motivation to go on. Did you change your name?
Yes.
Did anybody else ask you this?
No, never.
I have known Revelation. I have followed him from the time he was Karan Lal on Instagram.
Oh my god.
In Siddharth Kannan's interview, said that you don't like Farhana at all. And he said, as of now, I don't like her at all.
Yeah.
Do you like her now?
I think Farhana and I had a different kind of connection.
Like?
A comes from the father situation, so I understood her from outside itself.
Did you guys speak about certain things which possibly didn't make it to the edit or camera?
Yeah, we had a 1.5 hour long conversation at night. I think 1 hour to sense of time is off there, but 1 hour to definitely. We spoke about her childhood, my childhood. I don't know, Farhana has a life outside, right? Bigg Boss, maybe she has left somebody who she dearly loves, who might be seeing this Fayahan hashtag and being like, excuse me, she's my girlfriend. Or there might not be.
If there are 4 people in
Okay.
front of you from Bigg Boss, which is Farhana, Ashnoor, Nehal and Tanya. Okay. Who is more your type?
I think my journey is closer to Farhana. Huh?
No, I'm just...
Yeah.
Abhishek in my interview did bring it up and said that ki Amaal and Kunicka ji were called to the confession room. So this possibly is...
She has 2 court cases. And if the show was so biased, if the show wanted to take my... She's out now. She's not in the show, So, I don't think the show is biased in any way. I think Farhana should win and needs to win. But I think GK bhai will win.
I remember in the first week of Bigg Boss 19, which I actually watched before I went into Rise and Fall, there was a conversation that Tanya Mittal had where she almost disrespected Kunicka ji and said that मुझे इनकी age तक जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं or something like that. And I felt like Kunicka ji stood very, very tall in that phase. After that, I of course went into the show, and now I'm upset that Kunicka ji is out of the... When we were planning this interview, she was still inside the house, but by the time this interview is happening, she's just exited the Bigg Boss 19 house, and there's somebody who's become immensely popular. I think he's more popular than many of the contestants right now on social media.
No.
Ayan joins me for a conversation. You are. Don't sell your honesty for the sake of modesty. You know you are.
But first, thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you.
When I found out that you want to take my interview, I was like, what? Why? I would love to have a conversation with...
How sweet of you.
Yeah, of course, everybody knows you from Rise and Fall, and everybody knows you as an amazing journalist.
Thank you.
And I think your work speaks volumes.
But Ayan has still not responded to my message on Instagram because I didn't know who to
What?
speak to.
Really?
By the way, excuse me guys, because I'm very honest, I am going to say that मुझे तो पता ही नहीं था कि PR कौन कर रहा है. मैं तो ढूंढ के मैं आया हूँ. I messaged you on your mother's profile. Do you know that eventually? ये तो मैं काटूंगा नहीं. But no problem.
No. I just want to say also कि I try and reply to every message, but
अभी इतने भारी भरकम.
The thing is, family week के बाद ना लोग अपने आप को express करने की इतनी कोशिश कर रहे थे मुझे कि this is how we feel, and I think उसमें this thing.
But I have to, before I begin, I have to tell you something that I absolutely connect with when it comes to you, and which is also the reason why I wanted to speak to you. I have seen that. I've seen a reel of yours where you are, it's a heartfelt, heartwarming reel where you're just speaking about why you want your mother to stay inside, and you just get emotional and you say that, this will give her that motivation to go on. And honestly speaking, it doesn't matter what you do in life, but if you're a good son, if you're a good daughter, that's the end of it. And if you are, I know how good a son you are, and for me, your respect is here just because you're a great son. So yes, thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
But does it hurt you right now that she got evicted so close to the finale?
I think even the team, when they walked her out, they got her out of the car, put her in her vanity van, the first thing my POC said to me, says, Ayan, you are the first family member who's happy that your family is evicted.
Why?
I was happy. Because whatever God has given us and given her from this show. Matlab, I will never forget it. I will never forget it. This is round 2 of her career. And I know the amount of money and respect and fame she is going to earn from this point onwards. This is all she's ever wanted. So why, who am I to be upset after getting so much from this show, you know? Did I want her to win the show? Of course. Did she want to win the show? Doesn't matter. It did not matter to her.
Trust me, I don't think that winning a show is the only end game. It's about winning people's hearts and also getting respect from a lot of people, which I think she's gotten and you will also. And you have, because genuinely speaking, I absolutely love that feed. Absolutely love that feed. Also because you speak a language that not many people this generation is speaking, you know. Let me ask you something. Did you change your name?
Yes.
Did anybody else ask you this?
No, never.
I have known Revelation. I have followed him from the time he was Ayaan Lall on Instagram.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you serious?
Yes. Like, I didn't want to say it in the beginning. I was like, chalo, main thodi der baad bolunga. What prompted you to change your name from Karan? For the first time, I actually, when you were, and they were like, I thought that Kunicka ji possibly has 2 sons and who are possibly twins or they look like each other, because I'm like, but isn't Karan her son? And then I realized that no. Karan is only Ayan.
Yeah, so do you want to know what happened?
Yeah, of course.
Listen, this is going to sound like a cheesy story, so I am going to say it in the least dramatic way and most normal, subtle way. My mother works for a lot of rights, okay? And our biggest issue, somewhere or the other, has been based on religion. I have been with people who are not from my religion. I have had people say things to me कि क्या करोगे तुम, इससे तो तुम्हारी शादी नहीं होगी, ये वो वगैरह वगैरह. So we were having a discussion and I told her कि I like Karan as a name, but I feel like I don't feel like a Karan. So she looked at me and she says, what do you want to do? I said, Mom, is it okay if I change my name? So she says, are you mad? You want to change your name? She said, ठीक है, anyway, I didn't give it to you. You do what you want. And then I asked my friends, I asked them, what should I change my name to? And some people gave me some suggestions, some people gave me some suggestion. I wrote it all on a piece of paper. And then I was like, I feel like this name. And the best part about it is, if I tell you my name is Ayan, you will not be able to tell whether I'm Hindu or Muslim. I chose another name and then one of my friends gave me this perspective. कि अगर तुम अपना नाम अयान रखोगे तो अयान मुखर्जी भी हो सकते हैं और अयान खान भी हो सकता है. And that is the beauty of this country at the end of the day. आपकी इंडस्ट्री में यहाँ पे मुस्लिम भी बैठ सकते हैं, हिंदू भी बैठ सकते हैं. आप मुझे बताइए, कभी भी in the film industry have you ever cared about that?
No. I तो always believe in one thing. Cinema is the biggest leveler of sorts. Cinema and sports. जब आप जाते हो एक क्रिकेट स्टेडियम में टिकट खरीद के या थिएटर में, आप यू कैन नॉट चूज हु इज सिटिंग नेक्स्ट टू यू.
Exactly.
You cannot choose that they will have to sit next to you based on their religion, caste, creed, gender, orientation, what are the other things that could be a possible sense of divide. By the end of it, I think I will relate a lot more with you because I believe in what you just said.
Yeah. So
because I feel like ये divide बहुत irritating है.
It's this thing. So today when I say, hi bhai, मेरा नाम Ayan है. He says, oh, assalamu alaikum. I said, walaikum salam. And if I meet some, he's like, my name is Ayan. Oh, Ayan. Oh, good.
I'm a Bengali, so.
Exactly. So they don't say they say oh, right?
Yeah.
You
Ayan.
say Ayan. So for him it is Ayan and for him it is Ayan. You know, that is the beauty. But I'll be honest that my friend gave me perspective. It just happened to be like that. And I think it is beautiful that this is how it came out.
You know, you beautifully said that you changed your name because you don't like any kind of divide, okay? Now coming to a very commonly spoken thing on the internet. Okay. I hope you know that there is a group that loves Ayan and there's a hashtag that loves Fayahan. What do you have to say about that? Like, You have once in an interview said, if I'm not mistaken, in Siddharth Kannan's interview said that you don't like Farhana at all. And you said, as of now, I don't like her at all.
Yeah.
Do you like her now?
No, but I can't. That time also said as of now. I think he asked me in terms of, do you like her as in, are you romantically thinking about her?
Oh, okay.
And I was like, you know what I mean? Like, how can I? Like, she's a contestant in the Bigg Boss house, and that is where it came from. It's not like I don't like somebody. It's not like that. But I think she's a nice human being, and I will say that about everybody in the Bigg Boss house, because at this point everybody is humanized for me. Everybody, they used to scream and shout and everything. I went and met them. I realized they are not TV characters. They are human beings at the end of the day, And that disconnect was there before. Now it's come. So I think I like everyone, and I think Farhana and I had a different kind of connection.
Like?
A comes from the father situation, so I understood her from outside itself. The first time I went on Weekend Kawar was because of her, because of what she said to my mother, and the makers thought that she crossed a line initially, and they felt the need to have me there and explain my part behind. Then the graph of our relationship, of how I went there to say things to her, and I didn't scream and shout. I kept my point, and this is the first time Farhana said sorry to anyone. First and last time in Bigg Boss, Farhana has said sorry to anyone. So I felt the need to be kind and caring towards her, is because if you extend yourself for somebody, the least they can do is extend themselves for you. So I felt like it was important to let her know that she was doing a good job. It was important to treat her with love and care and respect, the way she did when I came as a guest to her house, And I think everybody did that, but more so Farhana, because we had a background, we had context.
Did you guys speak about certain things which possibly didn't make it to the edit or camera?
Yeah, we had a 1.5 hour long conversation at night. I think 1 hour to sense of time is off there, but 1 hour to definitely. We spoke about her childhood, my childhood. We spoke about, I told her a very interesting thing, that Farhana, I follow the show very closely because of my mother. And there was a time where I thought you got affected by how much love you were getting. You and I, the way we receive love is similar. So when you get, even if it's fan love, when you receive fan love, you feel like I'm not deserving of this love. So you forget, initially when I came on Weekend Kawar and people got to know me, the first 2 days, I started feeling like, oh my God, what is happening to me? Is this how it feels to be known? And immediately I told myself, stop it. Stop it. This is not ego, ye ghamand nahi hai, this is not any of that. This is because you don't know how to receive love. And Farhana, when she saw that she has 1.6 million followers on Instagram, there was a task. And she saw.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah. She started to feel like, am I Farhana Bhatt? Am I really good? Like, I'm telling you, that was not ego, that was not, her being obnoxious or whatever. It was her just not being able to know how to receive that love. Because that's what we both may have gone through in our childhood. And right now it's easier said than done, I also felt the same way.
But there's a lot of judgment about her for her aggression also. Do you somewhere feel there's a human side to her that often gets overlooked because she's aggressive and because she's like sometimes a little loud? After speaking to her especially.
She is aggressive because she is human. The aggression is a byproduct of her being so human inside. You cannot hurt a computer. You cannot hurt an electronic, or you cannot hurt a stone. But you can hurt a human. The human has fears, and therefore it has anger. Anger is not an emotion according to me. Fear is an emotion. The byproduct is anger or fear. So I feel, of course, I feel everybody has a human side to them in whatever context. You just don't understand their life. You don't understand their background. That is a you problem, not a them problem.
But have you like, what do you have to say about the whole Fayahan? The audience is mad.
Yeah.
I realized it of late that the audience is mad.
It is, yeah, for sure, for sure. I just feel like it is not my place to comment, because at the end of the day, I don't know. Farhana has a life outside, right? Bigg Boss, maybe she has left somebody who she dearly loves, who might be seeing this Fayahan hashtag and being like, excuse me, she's my girlfriend. Or they might not be, I don't know. So I would not want to comment. I have not posted one reel, one story, one comment. Her team posted a video of me saying things to Farhana. I like that because that is in a different context. I am not ignoring any of those Fayahan reels. I'm just not.
But have you seen the reels?
Everything.
And honestly, that
Everything.
everybody's talking about her hug and everything. Have you seen that?
Everything. I have seen everything. I have seen the Devda said it also. I have seen the Ajay Devgan sir did it also. I have seen everything. But I will not support that because I know my story. I don't know her story. I don't know what she has outside.
So what's your story?
My story is I'm single. Nobody can point a finger and be like, something is going on. Like, I don't have any relationship in my life right now. So I'm not hurting anyone by doing but I'm not going to put fuel to the fire. I'm not trying to stand here and be like, oh, please give me footage. I'm going to promote these reels. And how I'm sure people make edits about you, and if you post them on your story, they will make more edits about
yeah.
you. I'm not going to fuel that fire.
Yeah.
Because
sometimes even I.
Yeah, that's not. I will post everything about me, just me, my mother, my love for her, yes, but nothing about Fayahan, because I know my side. If I don't know her side, I should not put somebody in that position tomorrow. What if her mother comes up to me and be like, Ayan, on what basis are you creating this propaganda? On what basis have you created this whole situation? Why did you go hug my daughter? I never want to put her mother in that position. I never want to put her in that position.
I want to ask you a question. You've said that you've changed a lot because of your relationships, right? And you also said that you're not dating anybody right now. But in the beginning, when you were in your formative years, because of what your life has been like, did you ever question the idea of love? Were you ever hesitant towards being responsible or towards falling in love with anybody?
I think receiving love has always been a problem for me, and it comes from the fear of that if I love you too much, I cannot lose you, and if you have that kind of control over me, I will be intoxicated, and that is my constant fear. That is why I rarely drink. I don't do any kind of drugs. I don't indulge in anything that is addictive. Is because
same here.
Yeah, I fear that it will take over me and I will not know what to do. I don't like being out of control. But at the same time, I'm working on being in control. You don't always have to be in control, right? And that is what people who work with me also tell me, ki Ayan, let us do our job. And I'm like, yeah man, you do your job, na? Why do I have to come and involve myself in everything with the fear of, oh, something will go wrong? So I'm working on those aspects of myself.
There's also a beautiful thing when you speak about Farhana, that there was a point where you, without actually mentioning but you actually went and said that there's something said about you which was not right, and I would like to say sorry to you, if I'm not mistaken, about the whole Malti comment that...
Yeah. I made, my mother made a comment to Malti that Malti does not accept, and I think it was important for me to let Malti know where she was coming from or what her context of her life was. I am saying this again and I will continue to say it, that calling somebody lesbian or gay is not a way of abusing them.
Yeah, it's not a gali.
It is not a gali, and people perceive it as a gali. I've seen people talking like, hey, yes, listen, are you gay? So why are you saying it loud? If the person is not coming out with their sexuality, I understand. But if the person is, why are you saying it like that? It's like, are you gay? Fine, no problem. Talk about it as if it's normal conversation.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think anybody who is out there with their sexuality has a problem if that is mentioned.
I agree.
Yeah, but don't make that the person's identity.
Thank you for saying this. Ye reel katega with all the things that I had the same issue on my show. I am very proud of my identity, but it's a part of my identity. It's not my whole identity. I kept saying it.
Exactly.
There are people who don't like me who have come and said that, oh, he's trying to milk the situation. I do not need to. When they asked me for an introduction video, I could have very well come and said, I proudly represent the community. No, I didn't say that because I didn't feel like I need to milk this. I went there as a creator, as a person who's been involved in the journalism fraternity, media fraternity and that was my identity for which I got the show. If other people are going to make fun of me and if other people are going to discuss and make the whole conversation about me around my sexuality, I am going to answer back. And that answer will also be about my sexuality and how you shouldn't care about it. Now, am I trying to milk it? If you think, you should stop talking about it. पूरे show में बातें बंद ही नहीं हुई from the beginning to the end. So I understand. I don't look at it as a gali, first of all. So, but do you feel like when yesterday, I think, Deepak, her brother had gone in and he brought it up and he did question your mom on that. What do you have to say about that? Because Malti did react and then Farhana was like, "Aap kuch kiya hi hoga." That's somewhere even I felt like couldn't like connect with, because Deepak was like, you have to understand that she possibly will get married. What if her life gets affected? Which is a very understandable fear or concern. What do you have to say about that?
I think first of all, when you're in closed doors and you're in front of so many cameras, that you forget that there are cameras there, right? You
True.
talk as if you're just talking. And believe me, I think I speak for people from that generation. This is a newer concept for them. I'm not giving an excuse. I'm just saying that is the context of their life. And that is exactly what I went and told Malti. Now, if my mother had not understood that, I would say my mother is a judgmental person. She doesn't understand it. But as soon as Deepak said those things, my mother apologized and I said, listen, that's not my intention. That's not what I meant to say. And it is important for you to hear the family member who it has been said to, Deepak is thinking about her marriage. Deepak has gone that far, which when you say things to people, you don't realize. You don't realize that you have said it. And I will connect this directly to Fayahan, the hashtag, is that if I say something about Farhana today, I don't know what deeper effect it could have on her life. And therefore, what my mum might have said was corrected, and I'm glad. And tomorrow, if I say anything about Fayahan or Farhana or try and pick up footage on that, please come and correct me. But I will never do that.
Your mum actually, in case you don't, of course, everybody knows now that bahar to they're shipping you with Farhana, but your mom actually wants Ashnoor as ghar ki bahu. I want to know this whole situation. Did you speak to her?
I spoke to Ashnoor and she's like, she has a beautiful word. She calls everyone buddy. You know, she makes it like a very fun thing. She's like, buddy, you know that this is not. I was like, 100%. I know this is not true. Ashnoor just fits into my mother's value system. And you know, we all our parents have dreams like, meri bahu aise honi chahiye. Not even meri beti ki wife. My mother wants a bahu like that. My wife can be however, you know, but हमारे घर में लड़कियां fortunately नहीं काम करती हैं. We have people to help us. We have people to whatever, and it is very like, if I have a career, she has a career. If I'm not going into the kitchen, she will not go into the kitchen. Like you said, a very interesting thing I heard, एक औरत को रिटायर होने का मौका ही नहीं मिलता क्योंकि उसको काम करने को ही नहीं दिया जाता. You say that एक आदमी का काम इम्पोर्टेंट है. Do you know that a woman, आदमी तो 60 के एज पे रिटायर कर जाता है. A woman has to continue to take care of the house till she is no more. So my point here is that in my household at least, no woman or man works because we have people to help us with that. You know, so my wife will be. I will have a wife based on love and not based on the work she can do.
So you told this to your mom?
No. This is not what my mom is saying. I'm just saying that she basically fits into, Ashnoor basically fits into my mom's value system, and you know, she's a very nice girl. She loves everyone. She's very sweet to everyone, and she gave a lot of respect to my mother. And I think on the basis of that, she picked Ashnoor for me.
But if you, like, just understanding you, if there are 4 people in front of you from Bigg Boss, which is Farhana, Ashnoor, Nehal, and Tanya. Okay. Who is more your type? Everybody has a type, right? Who's more your type?
There are more than 4 girls in this world.
Yeah, but I know, I'm just saying, personality-wise, who's more your type? They are not your type. I'm not saying that you're going to date them. I'm saying who's more your type among the 4? You do have an answer, no?
Of course I do. Of course, everybody does. If I give you
who's
4 people, you will tell me, na, there's one person who's more my type.
Yeah, if you give me 4 people from Rise and from nobody, but then.
Oh, ये भी कटेगा रील.
हाँ, मैंने उनको मुंह पे बोला है.
Yeah. So then next question is what?
No, next question नहीं. ये question का answer क्या है? चारों में who's more your type?
I think my journey is closer to Farhana. Huh?
No, I'm just.
Yeah, this is not what I'm trying to say at all. I'm just saying more. You asked me more my type. I feel like my journey is closer to Farhana. There is nothing over there. Please don't. She to said that I'm your. She told my mom I'm your daughter. इस कैलकुलेशन से हो गया. अब आपको मजा नहीं आ रहा है?
We've also watched Bads of Bollywood. Just don't forget that. No, never mind. Masti kar rahe. But you know, there was this fight with Tanya in the beginning where your mom has been age shamed on the show by multiple people. Your mom has been told things like what Tanya said, that मुझे आपकी उम्र तक जाना ही नहीं है, to get the respect and all of that. Did that get to you? What do you have to say to, now that you've met them, I know there's a more human side to them, but genuinely speaking, is there anybody who you still don't like so much from the show maybe?
So I feel like my mother, if I say that of course it affected me. It affected me more in the initial days, and that is why I think I was called on Weekend Kawar, because I was just not being able to handle it. Very honestly, I think it was a lot. As we went on into the show, you kind of understand who is inside the house, how they are, why they are, who they are. It started getting reduced, you know. It did not affect me as much. True. Whatever said and done, my mother chose to sign those dotted lines. Whether 61, whether 21. You chose to be a part of the show. 19 years this show has been running. You know what may or may not go wrong. There is very soon, I think, if the fans of Bigg Boss know, there will be a trauma task. I think it's called trauma task or torture task. There will be a torture task very soon. That has not happened this season till now. So people know that torture भी होता है यहाँ पे, गालियाँ भी बोली जाती हैं, अपने बाहर की चीज़ों को भी बोली जाती हैं, और लोग कभी-कभी मेकर्स को अनबायस्ड भी बोलते हैं.
अनबायस्ड या बायस्ड?
बायस्ड बोलते हैं. मेरे हिसाब से अनबायस्ड है. Genuinely telling you, I don't think the makers have planned anything, because the amount of, my mother genuinely doesn't know what is going on outside. तो लोग जो कहते हैं ना अमाल भाई को कन्फेशन रूम में बुलाया गया, ये सब बातें बोली गई. The reason Amaal bhai, I'm telling you again, was called into the confession room was to talk about his music. He has 3 releases pending. and you will see them soon. One is already done, 2 more will be coming out. So the legalities of that, say for example, my mother has 2 cases going on. She's a lawyer. Sometimes you have to sign some papers. Sometimes you have to do some things that are above the show. It goes to the government level. It goes to the legal level of things. That is why confession room में लोगों को बुलाया जाता है. So just to clear this also about Amaal bhai, he has 3 songs coming out. Yeah, he is a superstar before the show also. Everybody knows Amaal Malik.
Yeah. No, because Abhishek in my interview, now that you brought it up,
yeah.
Abhishek in my interview did bring it up and said that ki Amaal and Kunicka ji were called to the confession room. So this possibly is.
She has 2 court cases that are going on, which I and her team had to handle in certain ways. So I would give information about the court case. या किसी की जिंदगी लाइन पर है. These cases are not small cases. There are massive cases that are going out, and she was the main lawyer for that. So they need to tell her कि आप sign कर दीजिए कि I am not available, but instead of me, this person will be going. So that is legal stuff which has to be clarified and has to be taken care of. And if the show was so biased, if the show wanted to take my, she's out now. She's not in the show, you know. So I don't think the show is biased in any way.
Did you feel like the eviction of Basir, Abhishek, Mridul, a lot of people actually questioned it, right? What was your reaction when they got
I can tell
evicted?
you one by one I can tell you how and what happened with the eviction. Basir bhai's eviction, you know, after, when you feel like your competition is not good enough, your level doesn't become better, it actually reduces. You are only as good as your competition. He started to feel his competition was not good. And since the past 2 weeks, no, even his fans started to feel that, is Basir bhai feeling like this is not a good enough show for me? That started playing psychologically on him. And then whatever happened, however the audience wanted to see him or didn't want to see him, they were not very happy with what they saw with him. And I'm not saying that he is not a good contestant. He just felt that, you know. So that is why I think his eviction happened. After that, Abhishek bhai was just pure chance. I spoke to Praneeth bhai about why he took Abhishek bhai out. And he said very clearly, bro, show, no show, doesn't matter. For me, values are most important. I thought Ashnoor's values are better than Abhishek, even though he's my friend. For society, Bigg Boss is a reflection of society.
True.
And I feel I chose somebody who's correct and who's right. Not saying Abhishek bhai is not good. Coming to Mridul bhai's eviction, everybody who went to vote was told that this is a captaincy task. But like in Rise and Fall, kabhi bhi kuch bhi palat ho sakta hai. And the only task you lost.
I तो lost.
One task.
I did lose one, yeah.
Only one.
That उसमें तो मेरे दुश्मन जी
ये
तब तो
please
मेरा
रखना।
दुश्मन नहीं था, तब मेरा दुश्मन नहीं था. I was
अब
equally
है?
happy. अब है, अब दुश्मन नहीं, but I don't like that person, so it's fine. It's mutual. The feelings are very mutual. I don't hold grudges. I think other people do, so it's okay. You can't do much about it. When you talk
know something? I think the audience would love to see a conversation between both of you, just the way we are having conversation.
Me and that other person.
Yes, would you
That's
do?
never. I don't mind doing it because it will be a conversation, but I don't think that's going to happen.
If you can, please tell us in the comments if you think this conversation should happen.
They will say yes, but it's not on them or me. It's other people also. And वही है.
I would love to see that.
Wow, lovely. जब आएगा, I will send you the link. Who do you think? Last question. Who do you think will be the top 5, and who do you think you wish to see win, and who do you think will win? Could be different answer. Could be the same.
Top 5. Amaal bhai. Not in chronological order. Amaal bhai, GK bhai, Farhana, Praneeth bhai,
And a name you will take who I don't like so much.
who?
Just take the name, I'll say.
Say Tanya. You know, Tanya. Okay, I think top 5 are those. After which top 3 will be Farhana, Amaal bhai and GK.
Farhana, Amaal bhai,
And GK. Gaurav.
top 3.
G. I want Praneeth bhai to come up. Right now, I don't think it is happening, But if Praneeth bhai can come up, then I think from here Amaal bhai will have to go. Top 3. I think Farhana should win and needs to win. But I think GK bhai will win.
Why do you say that?
He has maintained a certain amount of dignity, certain amount of values. Whether people think it is real or fake, I'm not going to comment on that. But if you say Bigg Boss is a reflection of society, the grey must win. But if there is a white, then you can, white will always reflect more than grey and black.
That I agree, because on Rise and Fall, white did reflect more than grey and white. Grey and black. But thank you so much. Would you do Bigg Boss if given an opportunity?
Right now, my mind space, I'm not thinking about it. So if I've not gotten a call, I've not gotten any offer for anything.
Any other reality show?
Like I said, no call, no.
Jhoot bole.
Which reality show?
Just shut up. I just spoke to you. You want me to say it out aloud?
Say it. Say, I'm never going to lie on camera, I promise you, and I'm never going to lie in person. I am to saying, say it, and I will tell you the real story, because I still remember what
Traitors.
I said, do you think I should do Traitors? Is all I asked you.
Very chalak.
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Very chalak.
Yes or no?
Yes, but I said that you should. You must.
But that is not any confirmation.
So you've not been offered, you're trying to say?
Not at all. No call, no message, nothing from anybody about any reality show.
Okay.
But I can tell you one thing. I have gotten a project, which is not a show.
It's a film. It's a series.
Yes. Which I will reveal to people where, how, when, very soon. But I want to let everybody and whoever's watching this know that it is only because of the love that I have gotten. This show is not because of me. It is not because of anyone. It's because of the love I have gotten from this. And I'm telling you, it is a blessing from my mother to me.
And I hope that you stay blessed forever.
Thank you.
Because I know this for a fact that regardless of whatever happens in your life, good, bad, ugly, whatever, I hope that you never face the ugly or the bad, but life is life. But I know that you will always be blessed, because you are, regardless of anything that comes in your life, you will always be a good son. And I will actually end the conversation like how I started, that's something that I absolutely think, that's the white in you that should be imbibed by everybody who sees you, watches you, feels for you and loves you. And if they could actually be better as kids to their parents, I think they have 90% of their victory in life. And
I would like to dedicate one small thing to Salman sir here.
Ji.
Every time after every episode of Weekend Cover, he says one thing, and don't trouble your Mata Pita.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to do that.
Very nice.
I just want to say one last thing to you.
Please say.
Because I've noticed everything you manifest in between 3 cameras mostly comes true. For me at least.
Acha, chalo.
I hope that I see you in more reality shows. And going forward, I see you running a business of sorts. And I hope you do start a brand one day on your name, for your family, and that does very well. And I think that's where you're going to earn a lot of money.
Chalo, wow.
So think about starting a brand, because the way I had a conversation with you, I think you could be a great entrepreneur.
Oh, wow.
If it's skincare, if it's clothing.
Oh! Just because you said skincare. मेरे skincare के कुछ भी नहीं दिखा यार. Everybody, every night, including Pawan Singh, Pawan Bhaiya, Kiku ji, all of them initially judged me for having this full like a tokri of skincare. And then every night they'll come and say, मुझे ना इधर थोड़ा सा ये हो रहा है, लगा दो, क्या लगाना है? And I'm like, they've not shown those fun parts. I hope they give it to me. But yes, skincare is something I'm very.
If the brand ever starts, promise me you will put this reel.
I'm putting it here only now.
But you promise me then also you will say कि Ayan called it first.
Yeah, but I'm very bad with money. Bad with money as in bad with discussions on money. If somebody comes and tells me, just do it now. And मैं थोड़ा भावुक ज़्यादा हो जाता हूँ, पता नहीं कब.
ठीक है, चलो फिर मुझे कांटेक्ट करना.
हाँ,
मैं लूँगा परसेंटेज, but
done. Take. take, because after you taking the percentage also possibly I'll earn more than what I will earn when they convince me to do it at that. Genuinely, I'm that person. But thank you so
Thank you
much
so
for
much.
this
Thank you
lovely
so
chat.
much. I
Give
really
my
do.
love to Kunicka ji, and I hopefully will see her very, very soon.
I think you guys will have a chat soon.
Yes. And all the best to
Thank you
whatever
so
you do. Just remember that I will always stand and support you with whatever you do.
Thank you so much. Same
Thank
from
you.
my side.
Thank you.